Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Gonna do the reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I'm leaving the reading open for whatever the universe wants to talk about. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you're interested in booking any private services, you can do that at the website that's linked below in the description of the video. You'll find my Instagram down there as well. Couple more shuffles. All right, Spirit. What messages do you have for Aquarius? Do you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising? Okay. First card out, you guys got Inner Earth. You'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. So actually what I'm getting with this is you guys might be currently in or have been in for a little while or about to go in, depending on where you're at in the process, on kind of like a hermit journey, like a hermit energy. Because to me, this inner earth is like going within. This is like going within, inside yourself. But like the card says, new solutions and beginnings. It's so you can find the answers that you're seeking for maybe obstacles that you've been trying to overcome. Especially because this says you'll survive this. So you guys might have been going through a rather difficult time. Maybe hitting a lot of roadblocks, feeling like you're getting pushed back on everything that you try to do. Maybe just a lot of difficulties arising, just struggling in general. There's, again, maybe just been a lot of difficult things popping up. And it's like no matter what you've tried to do, it seems like it just keeps happening. And so it's feeling like in a very natural way, you're kind of feeling like the need to pull back and go within, as the classic saying goes, that all the answers you need are within you. And it's kind of like, I don't know that that's necessarily your intention when you go into this space of pulling away and going inside yourself. For a lot of you, I feel like it's just getting to a place of being tired. Tired of fighting, tired of trying to push forward. Just like a very 9 of Wands type energy, like wounded warrior type energy, just exhausted from continuing to try to move forward, to try to get your life where you want it to go, and you just keep getting hit with opposition. And so I feel like a lot of you, you're just so worn out and so exhausted. It's like your energy's depleted. And it's kind of like almost this space of like, you know what, I just give up. And I don't think that you internally actually feel like you want to give up and stop trying. You just recognize how tired you are and that you need a break, you need a pause. And so I think it's just like an exhaustion with everything. And so you wind up pulling back, you wind up stopping the fight to push forward for a little bit. And something about this space, so this, you know, spending a lot of time on your own, maybe going within a lot. This could be meditation. You could literally be sleeping a lot too and getting a lot of downloads and clarity and answers coming to you in your dream space. But being in this space, it's like it brings the solution that you need to finally actually go forward into the next cycle of your life, to overcome these obstacles, to stop whatever this cycle is of difficulty. And so I think it's just like the way has always been there. You just couldn't see it because you got so like single-mindedly focused on just, I've just got to keep pushing forward, that you kind of were missing some other things that were around you. And going into this kind of hermit space brings you that solution. It allows you to see things that you couldn't see before. Again, kind of like a hanged man almost type energy. It's like you're seeing things from a different perspective. And for some of you, there could be something here that needs to be healed within you. Like maybe it was a thought process you had about yourself. Maybe you lost the true value of what you wanted to accomplish, and you lost that in the pursuit of just trying to accomplish the goal, and forgot that like the biggest part of all of this is the actual journey, not just the destination. And there's like a realization about that. And so it's like, when you come out of this space, you are in a different energy. You are now a different person, and you're approaching the situation in such a different way, with a different frequency, a different energy, different mindset even. And that's actually what's bringing the solution in, and it's what's allowing this new beginning to finally take place. And I say finally because I feel like this has been a long time. Get one more, please, for Aquarius. Whoa, that one came out quick. Oh my. All right, we have Earth School. It says life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. Yeah, I feel like that's exactly what's been going on. There's some kind of lesson in the struggle that you've been in, but there's also a lesson to be had from seeing what occurs, what takes place, and how things shift for you when you finally stop pushing and you take a step back and allow yourself to rest and allow yourself to surrender to the universe. It's like there's a big life lesson in all of this that you came here to learn. Your soul wanted growth through this struggle. It wanted growth through this time alone. It wanted growth through this whole process, and that's exactly what it's gonna get. And it's like higher learning is like this lesson is now integrated, so the way you move forward from that moment on will always be different. It's like the lesson's been learned. You have that higher wisdom, that higher knowledge now. All right, I love this. Let's pull some tarot, go a little deeper. I will say, just because I don't believe in coincidences, and this first card took forever to come out. In fact, out of all the signs I've done, I think I might have shuffled the most to get this first one out for you guys. But as soon as I gave you guys that message from this card of like taking a break and like everything that was going to happen in this space, like this hermit space, the next card I went to go get flew right out. I think that's like, to me, it's showing that's like a metaphor for what's happening. It's been taking a long time because you've been trying so hard and you keep pushing against it. But it's like once you take that space to go within and try to see things from a different perspective and move forward differently, stuff starts happening really quickly after that point. I'm hearing learning curve too. So I think, like, again, once you come out of this space and go to head back out into the world to start pursuing your goals and dreams again, it's like there's going to be a bit of a learning curve. There's going to be those times that you're going to want to slip back into old patterning, but I think you're going to catch yourself before you fully get into that like driving force energy where you can't see anything else but trying to achieve this goal or this dream. I think you'll catch yourself a lot sooner and be able to remind yourself, hey, I'm supposed to enjoy this and I'm not supposed to push. If I'm being pushed back against, it's because that's not the way or it's not the right time, and that I need to take a step back and I need to remember to follow my intuition, because I feel like there's a big lesson here between when is it time to push forward and when is it time to take a step back and just flow with the universe and flow with the timing of things. And I think that's a big part of the lesson that you're learning, is that you actually have that knowledge and wisdom within you to understand when you're supposed to do one or the other. It's the same thing with like understanding when you're supposed to be in your masculine energy and when you're supposed to be in your feminine energy. And so there's a lesson, that's like the biggest part of this lesson, is learning about that. When is the right time to be in those energies? When's the right time for taking action? And when's the right time for surrender? But again, there's going to be a learning curve, right? Because you're just now realizing these things. And so now you're having to start implementing them on your journey. No one's going to ever have anything like that perfected the first time they start doing it. And so there will be a bit of a learning curve to kind of get grounded in this new way of being, and ultimately end up perfecting it as you continue on. One more shuffle. All right, tell me more about inner earth for Aquarius. That came out quick. 8 of Swords. Anxiety. Yeah, stuck in your head. I feel like stuck in your head about like I was saying before, it's like you're trapped in your mind because all you can focus on is just, well, I have to achieve this. Some of you might even be stuck on very arbitrary, like human timelines of things. Like, well, I wanted to achieve this by the time I was this age. And so, that's rapidly approaching, or I'm already that age and I still haven't achieved it. So it must be that I need to push harder, or it's like that, like these arbitrary deadlines. And your soul and the universe is saying, hey, there are no deadlines here. These are made up deadlines that you created out of expectation. And that's actually what's been keeping you stuck. And again, like I talked about, needing that new perspective. Because whatever perspective you've had has kept you trapped in your own mind and not allowing you to see the other possibilities or other ways of achieving things, other paths to your dreams. It's held you in this anxiety and fear around simply just worried about achieving the goal and not even really focused too much on how you achieve it. Okay, that's coming through too now. There's something here too, a lesson about holding your integrity and how you achieve a goal or how you achieve a dream. Because you right now, or depending on where you're at in the journey, may be so focused on achieving the goal that you're risking coming out of your own integrity just to achieve it. And it's like your soul knows you won't be proud of that down the road. There's a specific way that you want to achieve whatever this is. And the way you want to achieve it is true to your integrity and it's true to your own soul. But if you keep being so completely focused on just achieving the goal or the dream by a certain time frame, you're risking slipping out of your own integrity, which would essentially take you off your path. You would be out of soul alignment if you did that. And so that's why this time to pull back and go within is approaching. And some of this latter part of these obstacles and roadblocks you've been hitting, I actually think is the universe like forcing you to go within. It's like they're going to throw even more roadblocks and more walls and more obstacles in your path because you keep trying to push forward when they keep telling you stop. You need to stop. You need to rest. You need to go within. There's something you're not seeing. One more, please, for inner earth for Aquarius. Holy cow, I love it. 8 of Wands. Speed. This is fast forward movement. I also love that you have 2 8s here, which is that infinity. What you're putting out is what you're going to get back. So whatever energy it is you're putting out by trying to push forward, trying to achieve this, it's actually creating your own obstacles and your own roadblocks. It's what's actually preventing you from moving forward. These are just like the shitty, I mean, these are the most amazing lessons to learn in the long run, but sometimes they're the most shitty ones to like recognize, because you're like, when you really see how much you've been your own worst enemy, it's like, oh my God, like I can't believe I was fighting against myself like so hard, or in this way, or, you know, that's how I was sabotaging myself. But that's kind of what this feels like, is a recognition of that. All right, tell me more about Earth School. Once you come, again, this Eight of Wands is like what happens once you come out of this Eight of Swords energy. It's the clarity that you need to be able to actually move forward, because you've come out of your own mind. You're not trapped anymore. So your thoughts, your perspective, everything is free. And that's what allows you to move forward. Tell me more about Earth School for Aquarius, please. Okay. Six of Cups. Y'all, this has been a lesson for a while. You've been trying to learn for a bit. This is past life energy here. You've been trying to learn this lesson for quite some time. Well, okay, let me correct that, because actually how the energy is coming through, this is such a massive lesson that your soul is learning. It is going to take, not continuing, it was going to take multiple lifetimes to finally integrate and learn it. It's like every lifetime you've been learning a little bit about it here and there. It's like each lifetime you've gained further wisdom around the specific lesson. And this is, from what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling in the energy, it feels like the lifetime you fully learn it and actually start like integrating it into your journey. But you've definitely worked on this in past lifetimes in some form or another. It's like you've worked on like different facets of this overall lesson in multiple lifetimes. And it's like it's all congealing together in this lifetime to actually be integrated, and the learned behavior, the learned lesson, the wisdom gained over the years, over the lifetimes, is meant to be used this time. It's meant to be used to move you forward. Hang on, guys, I gotta drink some water. Okay, one more, please, for Earth School. Too many cards. I love it. You guys are showing up in your own reading. Queen of Swords with Independence. That's you. Air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that's what this is talking about with the study, the higher learning, the soul growth. It's like this is massive soul growth here. This queen has clarity, she has knowledge, she has wisdom, she is an expert in her field. You are going to be an expert on this lesson. Like you would be able to teach other people how to overcome the same issue. That's how ingrained and integrated this is. It's how knowledgeable you are going to be on this issue. And it's going to be different for all of you, but the biggest thing that's coming forward is it has something to do with a goal or a dream and just achievements of your desires in this lifetime. So whatever that is for you guys, but it's surrounding that. But yeah, you're going to be an expert at this, to the point you could guide and teach others how to overcome this same issue. That's how knowledgeable you're going to be on this. And how much clarity you are gaining is out of this world. Like you're going to be able to see crystal clear everything that's been holding you back. It's like all these lifetimes you've been gaining a piece, maybe in a few lifetimes you've gained several pieces of a puzzle, but the whole thing wasn't put together. This energy here is the whole puzzle's put together. You have framed it and it is hanging on the wall. That's how well you have learned this lesson. You see it all now. You see it all now. Wow, yeah. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. I'm going to pull a couple cards from the Starseed deck just for some final messages from the universe to close out your reading. But that's your message. Massive upgrade. Big soul lesson being learned here. I feel like too, this lesson in particular, you haven't more than, I'm someone that believes that your soul has many things it wants to achieve in this lifetime. But I feel like this lesson here was one of the biggest ones that like your soul really came here to finally end this cycle, to finally end this lesson. It's a big part of the purpose of why you incarnated again here was for this purpose, to clear this out finally. All right, Spirit, final messages for Aquarius to close out this reading. Everyone's been getting this. Gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. That goes back to what I was saying of like this Eight of Swords energy. Like you're so stuck in your head and so just single-mindedly focused on achieving this goal, this dream, this desire, that you're missing all these other things around you. It's like you're not actually enjoying the journey. You're not even really on a journey. It's like you're so, again, like so mission focused, which yes, your soul has a mission here. It has a purpose why it's here. But that's not the only thing that you're meant to focus on in this lifetime. You're also meant to have connections. You're also meant to find things that bring you joy and happiness, and just be human for a while. Like, that's part of it too. And I feel like for a lot of times, maybe not constantly, but for the majority of the time, you're always just too trapped in your head about achieving. Achieving is the word that's coming through. So for some of you, this is just achieving. Like too focused on that. Like you achieve a goal and you don't even give yourself time to enjoy it. It's just immediately like, all right, what's next? Like what is the next thing that I'm going to accomplish? What's the next thing I'm going to achieve? What's the next thing that I'm going to do? And the Six of Cups also talks about inner child and joy and happiness. And that's part of the journey too. And that's, I think, another facet of this lesson that you're learning, is that it's not just about achievement. It's just about life and enjoying it as well. And having gratitude for everything you've learned, everything you've been through. All right, one more, Spirit. Final message for Aquarius. Close out this reading. Final message. Oh my God, everyone has been getting this one too. I'm not even kidding. They're like almost all the signs. I only have one sign left, Pisces, that I have to do after you guys. And everyone has been getting gratitude. Like I think at least half the signs have gotten gratitude, and I want to say about half have gotten this card too, vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. Again, going back to, yes, your soul has certain things it wants to achieve in this lifetime, and some of that is tied to this desire to achieve. However, you are meant to achieve it in this lifetime. And you have to trust that. You have to trust that your soul had a vision of what it wanted to accomplish in this lifetime. Trust your own soul to guide you. It's not, this should not be something that you have to force or push or fight for. It's your soul's vision. It's yours. No one else can take it. No one else can have it, and no one else can do it like you can. If you're having to fight that hard for something, it might not be yours. Or it's not meant for you right now. Or it's meant for you, but it's meant to look a different way. But because you're in this Eight of Swords energy, you are hyper fixated on it has to look this certain way. But that's not the way your soul wanted to actually achieve it. That's going back to that message that I was talking about earlier about the integrity and how you achieve it. It's like your soul came here with an idea of how it wanted this achievement to look, to feel, and how it wanted to achieve it. And if you're having to push so hard, it maybe is because what you're pushing for is a different vision than what your soul has. It may not be complete opposite, like maybe you have an idea of what career you want, okay? Because we do have higher learning here and study. So some of you might be in college and you might be struggling with the classes. Maybe you have an idea, a passion of what you really want to do career-wise. And you're not completely wrong. The universe and your soul is like, yes, this is what we wanted to do in this lifetime to earn money. However, in your mind, how you see yourself doing it, it's not how your soul sees you doing it. It's not how your soul wants to do it in this lifetime. So there needs to be some adjustments and some tweaking, but you're so stuck in your head about achieving it this way that you keep hitting roadblocks. So there's part of that too, of like this going within and going into this hermit mode actually allows you to connect better to your higher self and to your soul, so that you and your soul can align and have the same idea and the same perspective of what this vision is meant to look like. That's part of why they're pulling you to go within. So you can be soul aligned. When you're soul aligned, you're always on the right path. All right, Aquarius, that's what I have for you guys. I hope that it resonated. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.